Or you're murdering people.
Oh, yeah, that. And there's plenty of evidence to back that up for you as well.
I mean, without comedy, maybe I would.
What, murder people?
Yeah.
Man.
Maybe.
There's an alternate dimension where Jeffrey Dahmer's sitting on this couch and not you. And he's just like, you know, if I just didn't discover humor, I may have fucking killed a bunch of people, you know? That's what you said.
Honestly, I do. It sounds cheesy as fuck, but like everyone is an artist, not like a Picasso or whatever. No. So like,
all right, go ahead.
Everyone has the ability, whether it's drawing or acting, comedy, playing music.
Everyone has the ability to do art.
Well, yeah, but not professionally. But everyone needs an outlet. Like I feel like if Al Qaeda just sat down and like drew some pictures, they'd stop murdering everyone.
Well, that's their whole hobby is murdering people,
right? But it wouldn't be if they just drew some stick figures, like
But that's actually a really good point. But I also delves into like people just. I think some people you find this out a lot when you watch documentaries about cults. Actually, that like some people just are empty inside and they just don't know what to do about it, and they're like you would think that like they may be like, hey, maybe you should try model shipbuilding and not having sex with an 80-year-old guru, you know what I mean? like that's, but nobody ever finds that kind of fine line. It's interesting.
There's a whole,
if more people have an outlet, there's an argument to be made that like without masturbation and art, like a lot more people would be dead.
Dali has a painting called El Gran Masturbador.
Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Just context for everybody.
Yes. So El Gran Masturbador, which means the great masturbator. I don't know what it looks like, but it says a lot about art and masturbation.
Can I look that? Chris, Are we online? Yep. Look that up when.
It's Dali El Gran Masturbador.
Is this a dude jerking off?
I forget what it looks like. I was introduced to it in a 9th grade or 10th grade Spanish class, so I don't think it includes someone jerking off. But the teacher was kind of creepy.
Art teachers usually are?
Well, no, it's Spanish.
Oh, even creepier. I understand.
And he was also
especially if it's a white guy speaking Spanish.
It is
Spanish.
And the thing with a lot of the language teachers.
What do you need, Chris? Oh, that one. I'm sorry, dude.
The language teachers. What do you call them?
Language teachers.
That's okay.
Spanish teachers,
cool
French
name.
teachers.
Right. A lot of them. What's messed up? Most of them are not fluent in the language they're teaching.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I have friends that, and no offense to teachers teaching languages, whatever. But
no, if you teach Spanish, that's cool. I don't fucking good.
But I mean, the reason that
awesome. Good
so like we're one of the only countries that almost everyone just speaks one language. Every other country.
I do know that. I've heard that statistic somewhere before. I know it.
And I get it because like around the world, like almost everyone can speak English now, but
it's true.
Like I'm not fluent in Spanish, pero hablo, pero no es perfecto.
You could get around.
But yeah, like, and that was learned by basically having a Chilean nanny that spoke one word of English. But that's the way to learn. Like in school, you learn like necesito ir al baño, like which means I have to go to the bathroom, but in a terrible accent. there are Spanish. Our Latino, our Latinx audience is laughing at that right now.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Speaking of audience, sorry.
There it is.
Do it quick. Oh shit! There it is. The Grand Master.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That is it.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Dali
is that two people like making out down there?
It's like everything.
It is sort of everything.
Like there's a chick. There's a. I'm gonna call that.
Is that guy in the corner jerking off on the left?
He might be
like looking. Is he shamefully jerking off?
And what's coming out of the head?
Oh, it looks like she's blowing him too. Like, look, there's like a man standing there, and she's like sniffing his nuts. Right? Am I crazy? Look at that. What does that look like?
Wait, where?
Right there. Look at the woman's face, and then look at the nutsack next to her nose.
And it almost looks like it has 4 balls.
Yeah, man. Well, it's a limp dick. No, it's a limp dick. It's a limp dick,
no, I see
and
that.
it's 2 balls.
No, but look, there's like another ball behind the ball.
Dude, this is art students are so mad right now at us.
Dali.
That's what it looks like, right? Am I wrong? That looks like a dick.
No, that's what it is.
But she's like gently sniffing it.
Yeah. Well, that's
or
what
like
it is.
grazing it with the bridge of her nose, like trying to tantalize the nutsack a little bit.
And there's cuts on his leg. And
yeah, there's cuts on his leg, and there's roots growing out of it, and then there's flat. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Dali is.
Is that like your favorite?
Dali is my favorite painter, I guess.
Do you like a lot of art?
But I don't know that much about art, honestly. Like I personally, I do abstract painting.
You paint?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I have
real quick. We're at 3 minutes. I just want to make sure people know who you are. My guest today at Millennial Stoner, and by the way, we're back, everybody. This is Russ Silberman.
Silberman, yes.
Russ Silberman.
With a B.
This is Russ Silberman with a B. Russ is a comic, and he's one of the most unique comics I know, so I asked him to be on the show.
Hey.
Yeah. So we were talking about art. We were just bullshitting. But so you were talking about you paint?
Yeah, I do like abstract painting, meaning I don't have the talent to paint something.
Why'd you start painting?
Oh, actually, it is an interesting story. So it was Mother's Day, I want to say like 8 or 9 years ago. And I was just doing some like just cutesy thing. Like I just wanted to put like a painted handprint onto an apron. Yes, that sounds very misogynistic. But
that's how I was brought up. Broads wore these things. In the Silberman house, that's what we were taught. In the kitchen.
Yes. so I
have no idea what your family sounds like. I'm sorry.
No, they sound just that's
like
exactly
that?
what they
like
sound
an
like.
Angry stereotype.
Both of them. My mom, my dad, the exact same voice, and my sister. And
hi, I'm Russ's sister. My name's Agatha. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. It's fine.
Handprints, apron. Go ahead.
Yeah. And all I did was like put a handprint, maybe like a signature or something, and I had a ton of extra paint because I bought all this paint from Michael's or wherever. And
how old were you?
It's like 8 years ago, okay. So probably.
I thought you were gonna be like 8 years old.
Like 27-ish, somewhere between 25 and 27. And I had all this extra paint, and I had cut out letters, like stencil-y letters. So, and I'm at my friend's house, and she does like art type stuff. So I was like, I'll just mess around, and I start using there's like animal stencils, and I just like put like a penguin or some crap, and then just some letters, and then I'm like, well, it's kind of art, I guess. And my friend framed it, and I was like, I could see that in the MoMA.
So you were like, you were just like, I'm pretty good at this, and you decided to paint. That's what it is.
Well,
that's the story you just fucking told me.
Yeah, I mean, well, kids,
that's fine.
It was. I looked at it and I was like, all right, I've seen shit that looks worse than this.
That's fair.
But then I kind of.
There's sometimes you see shit, and you're like, okay. What is this like it's just like an empty bag of potato chips with a flashlight, and it's just got paint on it.
So true story, I don't know which museum, whether it's a MoMA or whatever, but there was a glove laying in the middle of one of the exhibits, and all of a sudden people are swarming around it like, oh, is this a Banksy? Is it 10 minutes later some mom goes like, oh, my daughter dropped her glove.
Well, that goes like to like what I mean, that's just gonna sound so fucking stupid, but I guess queefy, but like, what is art? And people always act like they understand, they know exactly, and that proves it right there. That like nobody actually, art is whatever people make of things.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that, because people define it by a painting, and yeah, it is. Art is absolutely a painting. There's an art to stand-up comedy. There's an art to a lot of things and everything like that. But to say that you understand it to a point is probably bullshit. I wouldn't say I understand it. I think it's egotistical to say that.
I mean, I don't think art is so broad. Like
it is.
I'd say it's impossible to like understand.
Art is broad strokes. I think it is.
Oh, that was a nice painting.
Yeah, reference. No, but I'm saying, yeah, you're right though. Art is taking it, but it's taking chances and it's doing broad strokes and everything because that's what. I mean that's not something like that weird ass Salvador Dali painting like is not something that like somebody comes up with and like, or maybe he did come up with in an afternoon. He's Salvador Dali. He wore his mustache above his eyebrows.
No, that was his wife.
Hardy fucking har.
No, I'm serious.
What?
Well, no, she just had a big unibrow.
No, but he had the. I've seen pictures of him. His mustache went like up.
It did.
Look up a picture of Salvador Dali. He's the most ridiculous looking person ever.
His wife does have a giant unibrow.
Yeah, but he originated. This dude originated the fucking. Yeah, this dude originated one of the Brooklyn hipster fucking artist looks. Guaranteed. Look at this mustache. You see a million people walking around like this, stomping around fucking Manhattan now. Absolutely. I know 10 guys that think they're unique.
Oh, I'm not thinking about his wife. Who am I thinking of? The one they made a movie about her.
I don't know.
With
Artist?
So,
Celine Dion?
no, yeah, there you go. Her.
Selena? No,
Her.
not Selena.
Frida Kahlo.
Frida.
Wait, so does she have anything to do with Dali? Or
She's
did
an
I totally...
artist. Isn't she an artist?
She is an artist.
We're
yes.
gonna upset a lot of.
But I thought she
people.
had something to do with Dali.
What? Look up. Did she have any? Maybe she was the same era. Maybe they were friends. Let's look. Let's get fucking educated. Like, let's look up Frida and Salvador Dali. Were they ever a couple? Yes, they are. There's a picture of them together. What is
Wait,
this?
it says it is not known whether they met.
But there's a. Oh, that's like a painting, probably, or like some sort of rendition.
Okay, I don't know where I got that. All right.
Wait? Were they married? Were they secretly married? This do we uncover a new art conspiracy?
The secret
That's
marriage.
not real. That's photoshopped. That's clearly photoshopped. Yeah, I know a million guys that dress like that.
Art fights. Salvador Dali versus Frida. Okay, so I was
All right,
completely
so there's
wrong
no.
about that.
All right, so we sidetracked it for no reason whatsoever.
All right, well,
what the hell, Russ? Get your
I'm
facts
just looking
straight.
for wives with mustaches as eyebrows.
I'm gonna get canceled if you don't get your fucking facts straight. All the art people will come and they'll be like,
This is an art
"Yeah, it's not
cast.
art." I don't pretend to. I have no facts whatsoever.
So anyway, yeah. So
that's
then I started abstract painting.
So you just did it for fun.
I mean, all art. I guess I do for.
Did you go to college? What
Fun.
did you go to college for?
I started.
Sorry, did you go to college? Let's start
Yes,
with that.
yes. I have a bachelor's from FIT actually.
Fashion Institute?
Yes.
Nice.
But in advertising, marketing, communications. So they have a business school.
Okay, so you went there. You went to FIT.
I started at University of Maryland, and then I after 3 semesters, depression's fun and all that. So
Yeah.
I withdrew, and
From heroin.
I had good grades, whatever. But then I got this awesome job in Manhattan, and
Were you doing ad stuff in school at the time? Were you studying the same shit?
business,
Business,
but
broad
the
topic.
first year and a half,
Everybody
it's
always-
all 101s. So I took the physics of sound and
Everybody always speaks about college like it's this amazing learning experience. Half the people I know just went to school for management and whatever that means, and 300 different businesses that as a manager. So it's very strange.
I mean, I'd say, did you go to college?
I did
You did 4.
a little while.
Because what I
I went to college. I went to college for. Originally, I was going to go for art actually because I wanted to draw comic books. This is the exact path that this happened. I did a semester of an art school. I hated it. I just took a broad art, kind of what that would take to transfer. I went to Suffolk to transfer. I didn't like it.
were they trying to kind of tell you this is how you do art?
Yeah, and it wasn't anybody's fault really. I just didn't like that. And what I wanted to draw was so specific, but I understood. But it was just I don't know. There was a gap there that I wasn't bridging. So I decided not to do that. I maintained my love of comic books, but after that, I went to the School of Communications because communications is one of those things.
Yeah, I mean that's what advertising, marketing, communications.
Exactly. So you can do anything.
Yeah.
Always loved doing acting, so I ended up through that studying theater, and that's what I studied, and that's what I kind of did I did acting for most of my 20s.
And
Small stage stuff. I got paid for some stuff. I was just broke all the time. It was great. It was so awesome.
but that's probably
Talked about getting work. Never wanted to get work. No actor wanted to get work. Yeah, because then you're not cool anymore. Look at this fucking guy. He's not starving. He's not starving in fucking Manhattan doing weird plays written by crazy people.
But I mean, and I assume, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but that's kind of led to comedy, sort of.
I always loved comedy. I just was always afraid to try it. To me, it was hard because acting, they tell you what to wear, they tell you what to say, they tell you where to go. You don't have to really do anything except be there. You know what I mean? And with comedy, you have to. Presumably, everybody's writing their own stuff. I am. I know you are. I've never seen anybody say the shit you've said.
I hope not.
But it seemed so much harder because you had to come up with the act.
I mean, so there's certain things that kind of combine.
But let's go back. We're talking about you. I'm
right,
sorry, I didn't
right,
want to
yeah.
go off topic. So you went FIT. Why FIT? Fashion Institute? Why? Just because? How did you get at the Fashion
So
Institute?
I wanted a.
Trust me, I have a point to all this.
Yeah, no, so I wanted a business type degree, but I always loved the creative aspects. So advertising, and mainly because of watching Mad Men.
But that's That's a fair point. That show really makes that shit look sexy.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you just drink all day and get laid. That's what the whole show is about.
exactly. And I didn't think that was gonna happen.
You thought a little bit.
Part of me
You were
was
like, I'm
Don
gonna get a little bit
Draper.
of pussy from this. Like, all right, a little bit. It's not every guy. If there's, I have a theory that every guy does. No matter how noble the cause, no matter how noble, there's always like that 1%. That's why it's
gonna get me laid.
Maybe I got a little pussy out of this. I believe charity donations, whatever it may be. Like, I believe in helping kids with cancer. I got a little pussy out of this.
I agree.
It's terrible, but it's true.
It is. It is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. But so I wanted a degree that also incorporated stuff, and I also wanted to stay working at the job that I had in the city.
What'd you have in the city?
I was social media manager.
Yeah, you told me this before, actually.
Yeah.
So you're social media manager, and they're just living. Are you living in Manhattan, or are you commuting?
I commuted.
It's expensive,
and then
to
I
live
lived there.
Okay.
I mean, my parents helped.
That's fine. Admit
lot.
that. My parents help out with me whenever I need it. Like, it's fine to admit that.
But so I wanted to stay in the city, and I was trying to find a place with a degree that wasn't just like business 101 or whatever. And they had something called advertising, marketing, communications.
Okay.
So that's where I went and finished my bachelor's eventually. It took a while because
How long did you do? But like bachelor's is like a full 8 years? No, that's wrong.
Four. So first,
A master's is 8 years.
it took 2 because they what's it called? They accepted all the credits from the University of Maryland.
So it rolled over.
So then it just took me 2 semesters to get my associates in the same degree.
Cool.
Advertising, marketing, communicate, and then 2 more years, so 4 semesters to get the bachelor's. But it took more than 2 years because I was just an idiot. But eventually I finished. I had 1 course left.
So you're at the Fashion Institute, but did you have to take any sort of?
I did have to take Fashion 101.
You did. You have to understand fashion because
Well,
you're
just one course.
But is that like one of the best I mean, I would assume so. Fashion Institute.
I mean,
Marketing, is that a good marketing school?
I'll say that. So going to University of Maryland, like that was a college experience.
Yeah,
like,
I know
that
university.
Was like college.
That's
like,
college.
It was like
yeah. This is more of university.
It's because it's in the city. I mean, they do have a campus.
They're a specialty school though. Like they're specific in something, aren't they?
Well, so I mean,
It's a fashion
most people are
institute.
fashion, but,
Yeah.
but they have a business school.
That's what I mean though. But it's because it's fashion. Because it's like if you want to know fashion, you have to know the business side too.
Right, but the business.
But you don't have to know fashion to know business.
So
that's what it is. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
No. So the business majors, it's not fashion targeted business at all. But I was a complete minority, being a straight male. Which you think
I would assume
you think
that-
you go there because it's 80 to 85% female, and then out of the other
My ex-girlfriend went there,
15%. I'd say probably completely making this up, but at least 50% LGBT, whatever.
Yes. LGBT, whatever.
And so it was weird because like I had like great friends at Maryland and stuff. At FIT, like there was just whatever. I ended up dating this girl. It was fun, blah, blah, blah. Next topic. What?
You're just gonna Johnny Carson my ass like that. Next topic.
Okay, fine. So, I mean, it was my longest relationship, which was 1.5 years.
All right.
And her stepmom was actually Susie Essman, who plays Susie on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No shit.
And actually, that's maybe where I started. Well, I always loved comedy, but I never considered doing
when
it.
did you? So that was actually gonna be my next question. When did you start? Were you doing comedy this whole time?
No.
What? How old were you when you started comedy?
It was November of last year. So
Okay. So but you were still at this time. Comedy was always a thing in your life.
no, like
You just said you liked comedy.
watching.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah. And
You
like
be a fan. You were a fan.
yes,
That's what I meant.
And I
Maybe I
read
should've
like
worded
a
that
lot of my
better.
favorite books that I was reading at the time were like
George Carlin.
well, no,
droppings.
like honestly, Jim Norton. I
yeah.
loved Jim Norton,
and
his
you should still love
his
Jim
books
Norton.
are hilarious.
They are funny.
I've read 2. I don't know if he has a third now.
I've only read 1. I don't know if he has 3, but I did read it.
Happy Endings was his first.
Yes, that was the one I read.
And then his second one, I forget what it's called, but it's great. Highly recommend. It's just.
I always read a
he's
book that a
hilarious.
comedian, when it's like a book, not like just them. Sometimes you get a book and it's just like the material, like and like that. But occasionally you get like a book. They like write a book and everything. Greg Fitzsimmons did one about like just growing up, like a fucking
Like a novel,
yeah, no, like it's like a book. It's like a biography. It's like a book.
autobiography.
But like
Right.
it's so specific, like it's like confessions from an Irish mailbox or something like that. And there's like a story in there about how he got this girl to go to prom with him, go to the prom with her because like he promised to get her coke or something like that. It's like, yeah, I promised to get this girl an 8-ball, and she said, yeah, I'll go to the prom with you or something like that. And then I couldn't get it, so then she didn't like come out of her house and everything. It's like so.
and it's true. It's like
It's a true story, yeah.
So what's Steve Martin?
Oh, he has great stuff.
And he wrote
Steve
a
Martin's
novel.
never talked
He wrote
about
a
it
novel, which is awesome.
He did write a novel.
I read it. It's incredible. I completely forget
You're
the
a
name.
big Steve Martin fan?
I mean, he's awesome, but like
I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke today. I'm sorry. I keep stuttering.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I mean, I love Steve Martin, but
Yeah.
like I don't know what he's up to now. I guess usually now he's palling around with what's his name?
Martin
from Three
Short.
Amigos. Yeah.
Well, he was in the Three Amigos with him.
Well, yeah.
She said it like he was
What's
like
his name?
most-
From Three Amigos. Yeah,
exactly.
One of the three.
It's like the Martin Short is like it's like Chevy Chase, Steve Martin. Who's that guy? That's who Martin Short is to everybody. They're like, I know that guy. He always hangs out with. He's
Well,
like
he had that show Glick.
Jiminy Glick, which ran for like a couple seasons. How many seasons did Jiminy Glick run for, Chris?
It couldn't have been more than 2. It was him.
you
in
watch it?
It was him in a fat suit, just going.
Hello.
Like
I always think of the Stewie thing. You seen Family Guy when Stewie's like, "Yo, Colin Farrell."
how many?
Jiminy Glick, like
2001 to 2003. Okay, so that's,
like 2 seasons. Wow.
Yeah,
This was
I
like a
haven't thought
big
about
deal.
that
Yeah,
in a
that
while.
was like 2-3 seasons.
Prime time. and
3
Glick.
seasons. 3 fucking seasons.
Was that Comedy Central?
Prime time 3. Yeah, that was Comedy Central.
And Comedy Central doesn't even really like it exists now, but it doesn't.
Oh, he was based on his Broadway show? What the fuck? Jiminy Glick and Lala Wood in Short's Broadway show, Martin Short, Fame Becomes Me. He became a recurring character on the Martin Show. Oh, so this goes to an
and
already...
then it's also based on a character he
So
played
this was
in
a
Saturday Night
character
Live.
that he created that got its own show.
And there's been a few of those. Well, stuff like MacGruber, like they made that.
Gruber's funny. That was an SNL movie.
I'd say Night at the Roxbury. One of
Night at the
my favorites.
Roxbury. You like that one? You look like one of those dudes.
You don't like Night at the
I
Roxbury?
do like Night at the Roxbury.
You look like one of those dudes too.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I like that movie.
Cool, it's a good movie.
What the fuck? I
like it.
Anyway. I was right. I told Chris. So this is a crapshoot today. I don't know what the
Wild
fuck this
card.
guy's gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't.
So you're doing all this stuff in the Fashion Institute of Technology. You
Right.
admire comedy. You're 25. You're what? 48 now.
36.
36. Okay. Where does that take you from there?
So let's see. I've always kind of needed some artistic outlet. Like
Did
we were talking about
you
before.
try a lot of different shit? Like as far as like what different like artist stuff?
Yeah, but the thing is, I've kept all
Did
of
you
it.
do dance at one point?
No, I did not.
Okay, I feel like you.
But
got,
I've kept like all the art that I love, like is still in my life. So I started painting,
Okay.
abstract, and I still do that. Not nearly as often, but I
Okay.
still do.
did you find that your art has improved since you started?
Well, I haven't like it's been a while since I painted.
Okay.
At least 3-4 months. But yes, like I will say that at least 2 out of the like probably 100 things I painted are good,
Okay.
according to me.
200.
Like yeah, like 2 out of 100. But then, and sorry to all the Trump fans, whatever. But what the day that Trump got elected, or that week, I started drawing because I needed a way to get my anger out.
Okay.
And I needed you can't. Well, you can, I guess, bring a canvas and a bunch of paints to a public place and do whatever.
I think you can. I don't think there's any law against
can.
that. I feel like I've seen people do that.
But I wanted
in Central Park, definitely.
Well, yeah, 100%. But I wanted something super portable, which is just
like a cannon,
sketchbook, and some ink colored pens, whatever. So I started drawing.
Markers.
Well, yeah, they're fine. They're fine tipped marker pens. They're art pens. They're
It's a marker.
Yeah, they're markers.
All right.
But they're special markers.
All right.
So
Special. I'll take special markers. Go ahead. No, you could have just said that.
scratch and sniff.
These are some fine.
Fine tipped pens. I don't know why I went Sean Connery there.
That's a pretty good Connery.
Fine tipped.
We'll get into impressions later. I want to hear your life story still. It's actually mad interesting. Keep
So
going.
I started drawing because I was just angry.
So you started. Well, you're already doing abstract art.
Right. So I started drawing, and it happened like the first thing I literally just took like a napkin and I drew a very ugly version, which is easy to do, of Kellyanne Conway. I mean, look at her. She's better looking than Sarah
I just
Jessica
picture
Parker.
you sitting in the park, just like whore.
No,
Slut. Like,
it was more like just sitting at the corner of a bar and just like peacefully just.
peacefully
Yeah.
drawing this insane picture.
wasn't
What is
an-
that? It's Kellyanne Conway getting trampled on by a horse. Zen.
In a bit, we could pull it up because I have a terrible, very shitty website. Very shitty website.
You have a very shitty website?
I have not updated it in years, but it does have my. I think it has
To quote
my original.
one of my favorites, Mark Normand. Pull it up.
Art broke. Yes, artbroke.com. That's right.
Art broke.
Yeah.
That's your website that you own.
Yep.
Chris, please bring this up.
So there's the Kellyanne Conway.
Oh my!
Scroll down
God.
on the right. That's my first drawing ever.
Jesus Christ, Russ!
That's my painting. That's my abstract painting.
Oh my God!
My
I'm
poetry.
like dating peer
Wait,
pressure.
don't click my.
You have
poetry.
poems? Oh what?
Oh God.
No, I clicked the picture.
Oh, cause yeah, right.
my.
So I just made the picture for that.
There's your abstract art. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Like I said, I haven't updated
Pretty
this
cool,
site.
dude.
Thank you. I haven't updated.
Is this weird that I'm like? Is this like showing your dick? Is this fine?
No.
Some people are weird about
I put
this.
it on the internet, dude.
Okay.
It's for people to.
And you put your poetry up there?
Some of it.
Never got into poetry.
Like I said, I have not updated this website in years. So my
so
newer
do you
stuff
actually
is,
sell this stuff?
I have
That's
not,
a cool one.
That's my favorite one. That's
That's
my
a
personal
good painting.
favorite. That's my personal favorite.
Do you listen to weird music and dance around? when
No,
you do that?
I literally, it's
Is it like Nine Inch Nails? Fuck me like an animal. Kim Possible.
yeah.
Trump is a turtle.
That's Kim Possible.
Dude, this is come on, dude. The paintings, I love you. The paintings are good. That's funny.
That's actually Mitch McConnell as Trump's body.
This is Russ's political humor for today.
There's a Donald J. Duck, Bros Before. That's a good
Something
one.
about the shittiness of it that's great because his head is way off.
Yeah. Well, not.
I mean this lovingly because
those heads
like
are perfect.
I mean this is incredible, but this is also awful. Like
Well, yeah, and that's what makes it beautiful.
and I mean that I get the art aspect to it. That's
And
cool. What
so
is that?
That is, I have
fuck
no
is that?
idea.
You
I
just
guess that's
sketched
me
that?
attempting to be Dali or something.
I'm being okay. And by the way, I don't do this, so the fact that you've done this means you're better than me. So it
does not mean I'm better than you.
Yes, it does. In a little way, it does.
It,
Or you're more adventurous than me. Just because I've done some stuff and I would never put my shit on the internet.
so
So someone like me could mock it.
well, yeah. I mean, and some of this is awful.
Some of this is cool though. But like also like some of the crazy caricature stuff is also neat too.
And I would literally, just so people had reference,
That's
I would
neat.
put the image of what I was drawing because, like, I was like, this is bad. So, like, if I don't do that, no one's gonna know what I drew.
Yeah, this is like 5 years old.
Well, yeah, this was probably my first 2 months of drawing, and I actually ended up taking figure drawing classes, which essentially is a.
You took like so you've taken art classes to like perfect this
But
shit.
yeah, not at FIT. There was just local in Smithtown. A nude model just stands in or poses in the middle of the
I was
room.
gonna say there's a nude model that stands in the middle of Smithtown.
Yeah, just like that. So we had a dinosaur with Donald Trump's face, and that's no.
So wait, you did like a nude modeling. Were you the nude model?
I was not the nude model.
No, okay, you drew some lady.
The first one was a dude. Through most of the time, he was holding a weird metal pole or a basketball.
Okay.
to teach form, I guess.
Okay, all right.
But what was cool about the course, one of my friends, Jeff was one of the teachers, but there was like 3 or 4
That's
kind of like
impossible.
mentors, and they
That's kind of funny.
they let you go with whatever you were doing, and they understood that I draw like abstract weird stuff.
Yeah, no,
whatever.
I get it. I get it. I
Yeah.
definitely get the style.
But they
Yeah,
so the most important thing-
bookmark that. Bookmark that. You should make that the background on the. This should be the background to one of the fucking posters for the show. It's actually just you and I over this with the painting as the background.
I love it. I love it. The most important thing that I learned in these figure drawing classes was what they called the 6-to-1 rule. So if you're actually, I don't use it in painting, but in drawing, the idea is for every 6 seconds that you're drawing, you're looking at what you are drawing.
Okay.
And only 1 second looking down at your actual drawing, because it keeps you
Engaged,
drawing the
something like-
form like of what you're looking at.
So, but
your
you have
hand
to like
will do the work.
Do you like count that out?
No.
So
Like,
it's
at
sort
first
of-
you do, and then it turns into just like
That sounds
just
almost
happens.
insane, though. Like it's sort of like blinking your eyes X amount of times. Like, am I wrong?
No, it starts as insane because you're like, but you do it for a bit, and all of a sudden it's just what's it
Keeps
called?
Like you're not starting and stopping, so the fluid motion keeps.
What's it called? Like when something just becomes like, like you never forget how to ride a bike. Like it's just part of how you do it. You're not
Second
counting.
nature? Muscle memory?
Yes.
Yes.
All of those things. And so you're not counting anymore. You're literally just looking at what you're drawing and then looking down. Maybe it's 6-to-1. Maybe it's 4-to-1. Maybe it's 10-to-1. I don't know. But it's for those passionate artists out there that want to draw. Right now, take your pens out and look at my face and
Really had to drive that into the ground, didn't you?
bam. Yeah.
Well, I think the point is that you really like art.
Yes. So
Is there any art? Is there anything that you always wanted to try that you never did? Like, is there anything like I mean,
skydiving.
that's not really an art. I mean, I guess there's an art of. Is there an art to the art of skydiving?
Yeah, haven't you seen Pollock? Pollock's paintings are mostly dead skydivers.
I thought they were squish spiders. I thought they were squish spiders. This is either the best episode or the worst episode. I'm either too high or just high enough.
9
I
out
have
of 10.
Not figured it out yet.
Frida Kahlo, Dali, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, so like picture like a rating like stars, but instead they're the faces of Frida Kahlo and Salvador Dali, and those are popping up 9.5 out of 10.
Let's go back to skydiving as an art before we get too fucking insane.
Is there such thing?
Yes. Wait, is there anything else? Like I don't know. Like I meant like sculpting, but like cool. We can talk about skydiving. Did you seriously want to try skydiving?
At
Never
some
did.
point I'll do that. Yeah,
That's
but
not an art though. But
No,
like that's
no,
like
no,
an
I was
extreme
just- I was
art.
just fucking
That's like
around.
extreme art.
Yeah,
But you gotta like do something like what you just said. Like you gotta jump out with like 2 paint cans.
yeah. No, I was fucking around. I do want to try skydiving at some point. I would never bungee jump. That shit just looks too. I don't trust.
To not to break and
Yeah,
you
I
not to
don't-
smush on the ground like a fucking cassava melon.
Yeah, like no. Yeah, I don't want to do it. But what was I? So all right, back trace from skydiving.
Okay.
So drawing. Is there anything that
Was there anything? I mean,
all right, so I played guitar for a while.
yeah, instruments count.
But with music, like I was in a couple bands and whatever, but with music it's like you have to the whole recording studio process is
A lot.
It's just fucking.
I've heard how arduous it is, or is that the right word for it? Or like tedious, maybe I
Like-
think is the better word.
Whatever it is, I want something that I can just do and it's there. So drawing, it's done. Painting, it's done. Comedy, you go up, it's there.
But recording something.
Record like you can play music live and it's a lot of fun. But the
different,
whole
though.
recording studio aspect of it and getting your shit out there, it's just
We have to record every. What did you like? Record? You were in a band.
a while back.
All right, but why were you in the recording studio?
Oh, we weren't. I just don't like recording
You
studios.
still like recording studios. What was the experience that you had where you were like, I don't like this though?
Watching them on TV.
You just watching people on TV? For us, that sounds insane. Because even you're getting an accelerated. Don't they like put in the best moments of the shit in there? You're like, no, small room, big table, too many buttons. I don't
Okay,
like it.
I lied. Well, I didn't lie. I accidentally lied.
Did you
I've-
do that
I've-
thing where you're
I've-
like, no, yes, damn it, why
I've
did I
been
say
in a
that?
recording. I've recorded in a recording studio,
Okay,
But
like for an album or just
no, it was like a
even to do backup on something?
it was like a jammed. It's hard to. They kicked me out of the band.
I can see why.
Yeah. Wait. Well, yeah. But the whole as an editor, you can agree that it's boring as fuck. You don't want it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Chris off camera. Yeah, it's fucking hard. Like I like recording this shitty ass show.
Okay, it's all about that. Well, instant gratification.
Yeah, of course. That's why you do comedy though.
Yeah.
Because the validation's immediate most of the time. If you
When
do it
it's
right,
good.
it's immediate.
Right,
yeah.
right.
If you don't do it right,
It's fun. I don't know, but and
It
same
is
thing
fun.
like. But yeah, painting and drawing are kind of get different. I don't know where I'm going with this. Everyone
you
should
just-
create art.
I mean, yeah, okay. So you start stand up like what 8 minutes ago? What did you say?
It was November 2022, so a little over a year ago.
So you've been doing it for a year.
Yes.
Okay, because you said like 8 months ago. I'm like, oh, this is a little bit shorter than I thought you were doing it.
I didn't say it once.
I thought you said 8 months. That's probably that crack I smoked earlier. Anyway, for some reason I thought you said a shorter time, but it doesn't matter. So why did you start?
So I used to play guitar at an open mic like every once a week.
Were you doing serious songs, or were you still doing
No,
this crazy?
I would just jam, like make stuff up, play with random. Random.
Did you have a stage name?
No,
Why not?
I didn't.
You couldn't have been like the Rat King or something like that. What about Ross Silverman?
Rusty Sprouts.
Rusty Sprouts is amazing.
That's also
Rusty Sprouts plays folk songs, though. Let's be honest.
That's my AOL email address. And
Rusty Sprouts is.
well, my first one. This brings up a great band name and a great story.
Yeah.
Pencilfoot.
What?
Okay, so here's
Pencilfoot is a good band name.
here's the
Actually, now
so
that I just said that.
So
out loud.
AOL came out. I'm in like fourth grade.
AOL. This is Instant Messenger.
Yeah, this is just AOL like 2.0.
What year is this?
I was
2.0 era.
My parents were still together, so I was.
Ooh, it was
this
still
is probably like
This was
1994, 95.
This was before the dark times.
Yes,
94, 95. So you were.
I was like 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So AOL comes out, and I want a screen name, obviously, because you need one. And Green Day was my favorite band for whatever reason, so I wanted Green
Those were
Day.
the good albums were coming out.
Green Day, obviously, taken.
Yep.
So Red Day, taken.
Red Day.
Yeah, taken. And
You don't get it. It's my Green Day homage. Red Day.
my dad went to graduated from MIT. Very, very smart dude.
Mitt.
Yes, MIT.
I
And
went to Fit.
and so he recommended Pencilhead. Taken.
Pencilhead.
Yes, because I don't know. Taken.
You couldn't have done Pencilhead 69 XXX.
Pencil foot. No numbers necessary.
Pencilfoot's like a great band name.
Hell yeah! Like
Yeah.
they opened for Leonard Skinner twice.
What?
No.
Don't fuck with me. Just for a second, I was like, he did that Russ
Because
thing.
Pencilfoot sounds like a cool band.
Pencilfoot sounds like one of the original lineups for like Riot Fest or some shit like that, or Warp Tour featuring Pencilfoot. Opening for fucking Rancid is Pencilfoot.
Yeah, like Ben Margera's his band would be way better if it was Pencilfoot. I don't know his band's name. I think it's The Shape of a Heart.
Him? That's not his band. That's just a band that he likes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's in that band.
It's his brother that's in this band.
No, that's CKY.
Right.
Okay, so then Ben Margera should start a band called Pencilfoot.
Somebody, you should start a band.
Wait, is
You're
Ben
the one
Margera-
who owns Pencilfoot.
Is Ben Margera alive?
Yes, he's
Ben
not dead.
Margera, you heard it from me first. Start a band called Pencilfoot. We miss you. Tell Steve what's up.
Did that Russ thing again.
What did Russ?
I'm just kidding. That's right.
I'm
Get out all the material. We have to make sure we tie him up.
Being that my name is Russ, everything I do is a Russ thing.
Everything you do is everything you do is a Russ thing. So
Anyway, back to open mic.
yeah,
Right?
so you were just playing songs though.
No, I would just jam. Like
You were just jamming.
I just like making shit up on guitar.
Okay.
No, it was fun.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
just
I get
like
it, yeah.
kind of trippy or mixed to Queens of the Stone Age type stuff. I don't know.
Were you doing acoustic still? Or did you have like?
No, I have my baby that I still need to get fit is a Gibson Les Paul.
Oh, so does it have like a built-in amp?
I mean, you have to plug it in.
You know what I mean, right? Like
I mean-
the music comes out of it. You don't need the.
Oh, no. You need to plug it into
Yeah, that's
an
what I
amp.
mean. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's an electric guitar. That's how those work.
I know that's fucking hate you. Some of them have built-in fucking amps, and I know that it's a thing.
I've never seen a guitar with a built-in, unless you're thinking of like the ones with the hollowed out thing that look kind of like a banjo.
Chris,
There's a built-in amp.
I swear to God, maybe it's like a mini guitar has like a built-in amp.
I mean, and I don't even know the full definition of amp. I mean, there's electrics inside of the electric guitar. Point being is, yes, I used to jam out.
An electric acoustic? Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
Is there no like electric guitar that comes with a built-in amp? Am I just super fucking ripped?
That would be insane.
No, I've seen this.
I mean, I'm sure there is one, but like Fender or Gibson would never be like, maybe they have by now.
Tell me it doesn't exist. That's insane.
No,
to
I'm
me.
sure it does, but
All right.
I've never seen one
That's
played.
fair. Maybe I'm just stupid.
I mean, they have mini amps that you can like attach to your like belt, which is stupid. But that's closer to. Point being,
yeah. All right.
there's no such thing as
fucking divert. All right. So you're playing songs.
making shit up.
Yeah.
And one day, Aragona's Comedy started an open mic at the place that I did open mic guitar at. And
Okay.
comedy open mic starts. And
Yeah. What's this? Is this fucking? Wait.
right,
What
all
is
right.
that? That's a built-in amp.
Yeah, and it's a shit. No, like self-respecting musician.
I never said it was a good thing. Wait, that's probably not real. Oh, that's like a kid's electric guitar. All right, my point is that it exists. Yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah,
like a little kid's
of course.
thing.
It's yeah. Everyone go buy a guitar with a built-in amp.
Hey, if you can't jam out on one of
Look
these
at-
things,
look at them.
look at these fucking. Yeah, there's that little one right there. This one's got like 8 watt. That's what I'm gonna get. Get that little. Click on the 8 watt one.
Oh my god!
This is what you need, Russ.
Why do I need this?
Why? It would be so funny.
I kind of need this.
No. Click on the yellow one, Chris. The one that's the 8. Yeah, right. That's what you need. Click on that. What is this? How big is this thing?
That's the size of a guitar. What do you? Have you seen a guitar?
It's a close up picture. Could be any size. Look at that.
It's-
That looks smaller though, doesn't it? Look at that.
It looks about the size of an electric guitar.
But it doesn't have to look smaller.
Oh, video unavailable because they copyright
Take
infringement.
batteries.
Well, yeah, it has a built-in amp. How else would it function?
I'm buying you one of these.
Okay. I'm
You're
not
not going to know when you're going to get it. But when I give it to
Surprise!
you,
And you hit
but
me
when I
over the
give
head
it to
with
you, yeah, El Kabong style. Okay. Self-amp. Oh, look at me. There's a whole website for this.
Well, yeah, all right. So point being, they should be what's it called? Solar panels. So then you don't need the batteries, and you can only play
But
outside in
I
the
was going to
sun.
say, you'd only be able to play arena shows.
And which that's totally not loud enough.
You know, I know your schedule's packed.
What? Wait, is it called the Guitar Medillo?
Yeah.
The Guitar Medillo. Fuck
It's $1,000. This is real. Anybody who's in electrophonic innovations.
This could be your new sponsor for your next.
Dude, I might try to get it. We've already got it working on a sponsor right now.
What's the main company called?
This one? Yo, what does this look up? Yo, electrophonic. I will, if you sponsor us,
Yeah.
I will have Russ play your guitar.
As I just made fun of their products.
Oh,
for the
that's
last
the gimmick,
5
though.
minutes.
Like, no self-respecting little fucking musician would play one of these pieces of shits. Quote from Russ Silberman's on it. Like,
They're like shitty comics everywhere agree.
shitty Long Island comics agree.
This is the worst.
Russ Silberman says no self-respecting musician would play one of these pieces of shit.
Reverse psychology, you know?
But you take the check, you just eat it. Like, no, I'm serious. Electrophonic innovations. If you can, I'm going to
Steve-
tag you in this. I will
Steve?
fucking.
Okay, hold on. Let's read these bios.
What are these
Steve,
customer-
It took a little longer than expected to arrive, but my Model 1 is a work of art with high build quality and innovative design. I'm sure the time delay was COVID related. Okay, yeah, fuck you.
But I'm not. Read the whole thing. Read
Okay.
these.
And not the usual time scale from this brilliant company. I'm looking. Oh, these are reviews. I thought Steve was like the inventor.
That's what it is. These are reviews. Steve, no. What's going on, Michael? You know what's weird about fellas? I took this guitar with me over the weekend on a couple's trip. Oh, this guy sucks. Like
with another bandmate and his wife.
Another bandmate and his wife. This sounds like the worst vacation ever.
Wait, this is the best.
This is good electric guitar ever made for dude. Everybody else around him pissed. They're just jamming out.
Anyone who uses 4 exclamation points sucks.
He took the guitar with him. Oh my God, Alan the player. Just wanted to say that after a longish wait, the wait was worth it. I've been getting the feel of the guitar, and what potentially could have been nothing more than just a kind of gimmicky practice instrument turns out to be a full-fledged, unique instrument that is capable of sounds that I've had a hard time replicating with the guitar amp effects.
Like shitting in the toilet.
I'm going to be using it on an album I'm working on, self-produced, by the way, but I won't be plugging it in, just putting a mic on it. This dude sucks too. No, wait, I can't say this. Go back up. I'm going to look in this camera. I'm going to sell myself to these guys.
Electrophonic innovations.
Electrophonic innovations. This is Russ. Russ plays guitar. If you send me a guitar, I will record a commercial with Russ, and he will do a full month's worth of shows with your guitar. You can sponsor the show. These are psychopaths. You need better customers. I can help you get that.
One of them was a
did go down, Chris.
There was a music reviewer, music journalist.
A music journalist. I'm loving this guitar. I'm a music journalist who spent ages 16 to 49
Isn't that
playing
like
professionally, and I never broke, and heavily. Also, a lot of acid. Somehow the road.
My wife bought my.
You know what's crazy? Go up to the first one. I noticed about the first one. If this wasn't about a guitar, like Steve just sounds like he ordered a sex doll and it took a while to get in.
It took a little longer than expected to arrive.
But my Model 1 is a work of art with a high build quality and innovative design.
I'm sure the delay was COVID related.
I got the half Asian, half Russian model. All right, go down to this music. I'm curious to see what this music guy says. The guy I was just reading. The music journalist. I'm loving this guitar. I'm a music journalist. You know, not for nothing. I know we're making fun of it, but the reviews for this thing, you shit on this thing. You said no self-respecting musician.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Do these people respect themselves?
Well, I mean, Dave, music journalist. Let's see what Dave. I'm a music journalist who spent 16 to 49, but he sounds like he never broke.
Yeah, we saw it. So my wife
playing professionally and heavily. Some on the road on my youth, and then this guy sounds like he sucks too.
Yeah.
And then like everybody sounds like if you got stuck talking to this guy at a bar, it would be like the worst. Like I got to finish this drink and get the fuck out of here.
So the next one, Rob Bello. I'm going to get.
But also, I'm going to read the rest of this. But also did a lot of local studio session work as well. My wife bought my Model 1 for my 65th birthday this past February 5th. I already couldn't be happier. I even bought some cables to hook it up to my iPad with GarageBand, and the possibilities become even greater, especially because I lost my fingertips to diabetes at 50. And
the actual one was funnier.
And my wife is thrilled that I can't stop talking about my new Model 1, which now hangs on the wall of my office, right below a great black and white photo of Aretha Franklin.
Thanks for the info, Dave.
What? That's weird. I mean, cool. I love Aretha Franklin, but like that's just a weird thing to say. I have this guitar right below a picture of Aretha Franklin, Muddy Waters, and Martin Luther King Jr.
By the way, I'm a music journalist.
I'm a music journalist.
I'm gonna get into the next one.
I've got this here guitar up against this is a picture of Burt Reynolds, Boss Hogg from Dukes of Hazzard, and Pele. Rob Bello, collector and player.
Oh,
I'm speechless.
Give me a chance.
Yeah, you read. Read
right,
Rob
so
Bello.
I got to get into the Rob Bello. He's a collector and player.
This might be the last one. I might have killed it.
I'm speechless.
Never
I own
mind.
13 guitars, one of which is 30th anniversary Fender Custom Shop spalted maple Strat, which costs 3 times as much. I just want to say that Fender has nothing. Wow. Okay. All right, fuck this guy.
All right, we're not going to do it. Puppy up. Come on. Wait, just read that last line. Just read that last line.
Oh my God.
Now just read that last line for me.
Now I wait 8 miserable hours of pure hell before I fire this puppy up. What?
God.
Wait.
Everybody does seem like kind of a creep that ordered
Wait, what
this.
does that mean? What? 8? Why? 8 miserable hours of pure hell before I fire this puppy up?
From the finish, the presentation is over. Simply put, I'm blown away. Please. I'm speechless. I own 13 guitars, one of which is a 30th anniversary Fender Custom Shop Spalted Maple Strat, which costs 3 times as much. I just wanted to say that Fender has nothing on you guys from this. This is a self-respecting musician saying
but
this.
the last sentence.
The action. Now I wait 8 miserable hours of pure hell.
Did they just paste something from a random? Because it doesn't.
It does seem like they cut out like a section of this where he talked about like please thank. Yeah, some.
Now I wait. 8 miserable hours of
Does he
pure
work
hell.
in the? Oh wait, he's at work. That's not clear at all.
Wait, now I wait.
Now I wait 8 miserable hours of pure hell before I borrow this puppy.
Oh, you're right. He was at work.
He's at
Because he's a
work.
collector and a player.
Collector. So anyway, we can't read any more of these.
Yeah, that was fun though.
That was fun.
By the way, what's the Epiphonic Innovations? We're here for your sponsorship.
Oh, we got some time left. We got plenty of time left. I was just making sure. So anyway, that was a fun road. So
that
your comedy,
right? Wow, that took a tangential jump. It's a word.
yeah.
So they started doing stand-up comedy. Aragona started doing a stand-up comedy, Mike, where
so you're
I
doing
was
the mic.
doing the music stuff.
Yeah.
And
So
during COVID, there's this app Clubhouse.
Yeah.
So it's just voice and whatever. But I started doing like I wrote kind of
for
more.
those of you that don't know, Clubhouse is like was it like Discord or something like that.
It's voice only. It's like a live podcast.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And but it's voice only.
Yeah.
And
well, most podcasts are voice only.
right, but anyone can participate. So like people on this like
Yeah, I remember this. They
yeah.
a couple of companies did some promotional stuff for this where you could talk.
like
to
Elon Musk was on it a few
Elon
times.
Musk did it. Yeah.
Kanye got kicked off of it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Again, probably for good reason.
Yeah. But so I started there was this like weekly like poetry room and it was mostly serious poets. I would go in there and write like a morbid funny poem and do it and everyone would crack up. So that when that open mic happened, I was like, fuck it, I'll get on stage and I'll just read one of these.
I like that you went sort of the Salvador Dali abstract approach with comedy. Because for any of you that have ever seen Russ's act is extremely unique. Russ's act is extremely unique. So what was it just that? Did anybody I mean, because you were a fan of comedy, did anybody influence you? Like you have a little bit of Stephen Wright.
I get that a lot and funny
Just
thing,
a little bit.
Yeah, and because of the deadpan thing. And
Which you sell very well.
thank you. But so I never I actually was scared to watch the only thing I had ever seen Stephen Wright in up until literally earlier this week was Guy on the Couch,
Half-Baked.
And I was
One
like,
of the greatest roles ever.
and I was scared to watch Stephen Wright because everyone, like a lot of people just randomly like, oh, you give off like Stephen Wright vibes or whatever. Someone once called me Stephen Wrong, which I loved. So I was scared to watch his comedy because I was like, shit, this is going to like influence me or something in the wrong way. I watched it. I was cracking up.
Okay.
And all that I share in common with him is, yeah, I do one-liners in deadpan. But
Yeah, that's all I mean. It's just this is a piece of it.
Some people are just like, dude, it's like you're ripping Stephen. I'm like, I'm not.
You're not ripping Stephen Wright off. You are that person. Is there anybody else that you draw influence from?
I mean, there's comics that like I love, like.
Well, you can like a comic and not.
But
I mean,
yeah, not really.
Like, there's people that directly. I think, especially when people, and I still do this because I've only been doing it 5 years, too. And it's like you start to figure. You have to figure out who you figure out who you are, but you end up not mimicking. And I don't mean mimicking. I mean like sort of in your own way, doing your own version of a comic you admire. You know what I mean? Not necessarily ripping them off, but like maybe in tone, it's in the vein of them until you kind of get your own voice. That's at least what I mean,
feel. That's which is why I was initially scared to watch Stephen Wright stand-up.
You're worried about being influenced, and all of a sudden being like.
And then I watched it, and I was like, "What was I so scared of?" And it was hilarious.
Oh, of course.
Just like me. No.
Good Lord. Sorry, Chris.
So I don't like influence. Why I don't really. I kind of just trying to. What?
What's that? Are we at?
No. Just give me a thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
What's
I'm sorry.
I kind of just try to evolve on my own. So it started with morbid poetry, and
Which
then,
you still do.
yeah, sometimes.
Great.
And then it led to I brought the guitar in, and I wrote that beautiful Make-A-Wish Kid song. No need to go into that.
No, you have to go. I'm not giving away any of this. You have to go see Russ.
And
See this crazy act.
and then so I was just trying random shit. Like I literally one
well,
week.
yeah, that's what you got to do.
One week I literally went to because like you saw the weird drawings like so.
Yeah.
One week I drew each part of that like Make-A-Wish Kid song out, and then I went to Walmart and got like blown up gigantic size like poster board size printouts, and like would like hold them up after like describing each, and I was like, this is gonna be hilarious, and I was no, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
And
you have to try shit though.
and then eventually and the first shows I did, like non-open mics, a lot of what I did was improv. Like I would literally be like, have my guitar and be like,
Okay.
give me a word. What's your name? What's your favorite word? No one has a favorite word. So it's just half the time they say fuck. But then I
No
would
one
just,
has a favorite word. I mean, it's always just fuck.
a lot of the time it is. But I had nothing
Americans.
prepared. And I
Human
would I would just improvise some random like 30-second thing about whatever they gave me. And it got laughs and it was fun, but
You definitely have an energy.
I realized that I needed actual material. And then I finally started writing like actual like jokes, like as opposed to a song or a poem or whatever.
Yeah.
And like usually during open mics, I don't incorporate the guitar. Well, that's more recent because it's just so that I'm just focusing on, because it is kind of gimmicky, like, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's also a good elbow rest.
I don't know what to do with my hands when I'm up there.
It's a great elbow rest. It is. For anyone who has bad elbows, get a guitar. You don't need to play it.
So yeah, I've seen you do your act both ways. Is a funny thing. I've seen you do it with the guitar and without the guitar. What do you like better? I think
All the shows I've done, I've never done a show without it.
Okay.
And I'd say eventually, like, when hopefully at some point I have like a solid like 30 plus minutes of material, then I could see myself starting without it and bringing it on later.
Yeah.
But I also kind of do like the aspect of it just being there, because it just adds something kind of, it throws people in like a weird thought process.
Well, it throws them off a little bit because they have no idea what you're going to do, and some of the stuff that you do with it is pretty funny, especially if no one's ever seen your shit before. And so I like that aspect to it. It's weird. It's so weird, but it's because I'm always more drawn to like traditional stuff, but at the same time, like you I can't look away from whatever the fuck it is that you're doing every time. So I was like, this is funny because he's just like, he just grows. You just keep doing it, and you're like, this dude's your commitment to the bit is amazing.
And I mean,
That's something that most people don't have. Whatever it is that you have figured out is that your act, you have committed to that 100%. There's no breaking character when you're up there, and I'm like, good for you.
I will crack up sometimes, but when that happens, it's usually like the best part, because like it just happens.
What are we at, Chris? Are we at an hour? We're at 56. All right. I do believe we have a special treat for everyone. We're going to end this episode. Russ is going to play us a song. You want to get your guitar, man?
Yeah.
Now, whatever happened before, you don't know what happened before. Everything's fine now.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm holding
scroll
your
up
guitar.
on this, Chris. This is my one last plea to. What is this called again? Electronic phonic? Electrophonic innovations. Again, I call you out to have you sponsor me. This is what you could get. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Russ Silberman.
All right, so a brief explanation. Earlier today, so I watched some of the episodes of the Millennial Stoner podcast, and so there was intro music. Sometimes you put outro music. So I wrote these lyrics. I didn't write a musical tune, so I'm just gonna stick with a nice little E minor type thing. Okay. And the title is also the first line.
Hold on.
It's pretty loud. It should. Let's see. The Millennial Stoner outro song. Yeah, pack a bowl and sing along. Blah, la, blah, la, blah, la, 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 la. Ba, ba, blue sheep, ba, 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 ba. This is the favorite podcast of the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama's mother's name is Dalai Mama. Dalai Lama namaste, quotation mark, comma. Come for the comedy and stay for the drama. Dalai Lama namaste. Millennial stoner every day, day, day. Peace, love, nuclear war. Steal bed sheets from the KKK.
What?
Yeah, steal bed sheets from the KKK. No. Like and subscribe right now. Then create another Gmail account. And like and subscribe again. And like and subscribe again. And like and subscribe again. Millennial Stoner.
Oh my God. Good night, everybody.